Hello, this is Dr. G, and we're continuing our series of videos on detoxification. We have discovered one of the effects of toxic exposure is obesity. These toxins have been called obesogens. Now, what is an obesogen? They're substances that modulate bioenergetics and the conversion of food calories into stored lipids. I call them blubber builders. Now, a list of these persistent organic pollutants that are obesogen that were established in a recent published systematic review include the chemicals phthalates, bisphenol A or BPA, PCBs, polybromated diphenyl ethers, perfluoro compounds, that includes a compound Teflon, organtoin compounds, endocrine disruptors, and PPAR modulators. Now, extensive laboratory research indicates that many pollutants are capable of modifying physiological systems in animals at low levels of exposure. Now, air pollution, water contamination, chemicals in and on our foods, household products, personal care products, and all these exposures contribute to a total load or a body burden of these toxins. Now, what this means is we're all basically poisoned to some degree. And we would all have better health and a better metabolism if we could somehow slow the crap coming in and increase the crap going out, or the toxins going out. Now, detoxification mechanisms include glutathione. Glutathione conjugates the toxin into a mercaptic acid, which then, being water soluble, can be excreted by the body. Glutathione also has an antioxidant function, which protects us from the damage, both from the toxin itself and from the detoxification process. Now, there's other mechanisms as well for detoxification, including acetylation, ubiquitination, methylation, phosphorylation. So you want to have cofactors present that support all of these different mechanisms. Now, how are these supported? Now, as an example, glutathione, one of the most important and one that's often malfunctioning, and that's because there's a common genetic polymorphism that decreases glutathione. So glutathione is supported by niacinamide, one of the B vitamins, N-acetylcysteine, which is an amino acid, and also compounds discovered in coffee and also in broccoli sprout concentrate. Now, supplementation with these nutrients causes a significant increase in glutathione action. Now, a 10-day detoxification program that supports these phases of detoxification labeled phase 1 and 2 are a great way to do a periodic house cleaning. The cleaner your lifestyle, the less critical this is, because just eating the natural foods diet along with exercising and decreasing your toxin load will tend to detoxify you. But if you're extremely fatigued, overweight, or have a poor diet and or a lot of toxic exposures, such as you live like the average American, then I would advise doing a detox. Get your doctor's medical okay first if you have any significant health concerns. Now, the best way I've found to be sure your detoxification is optimized is to use a tested product from a reputable company. Now, I've successfully used Metagenics detoxification products for the past 15 years, and I've had great results. You combine this with an elimination diet. Metagenics is one of the few companies out there that actually does clinical testing of their products. Now, they have a kit for a 10-day detox called Clear Change program. And it has instructions, a little booklet that gives you the elimination diet, and then there's also support supplements. Now, if you need access to these products, send me a personal message on YouTube, and I can give you a log-on for an online store with Metagenics, and you get the products at a 10% discount off the retail price. You should also be able to get these products elsewhere probably online or maybe with your physician. Now you may want to add additional fiber if you're doing this detox, especially if you tend to be constipated. A product that Metagenics has that's good is called MetaFiber, and this is a fiber source without wheat bran, which you need to avoid wheat during detoxification. So to begin, I advise stimulating the liver and getting the bile flowing with an organic coffee enema, and we discuss how to do that in another blog. Now you can also detox without the products by just using food. You want to cut out things like wheat and gluten containing grains, most meats, shellfish, farm-raised fish, corn, processed foods, sugar, dairy, soy, legumes, and you want to add in the key ingredients that support detoxification like vegetables, fruits, berries, vitamins, minerals. A rice source of carbohydrates is very good, and you need a protein source. Wild fish is a good source. Lamb could be another source of these high quality proteins. Remember, when you're detoxing, you may feel worse before you feel better. So you need to hang in there. This is Dr. G. Thanks so much for watching.